On July 23, 2015, the discovery of Kepler 452b captivated the world. This exoplanet, situated some 1,400 light-years from Earth, was remarkably similar to our home planet in size, orbit, and potential for supporting life. At that time, I was in awe of the implications. Possibility that one day, humanity might be lured to the worlds thousands of light-years from a humble blue marble. But even as I marveled at the scientific breakthroughs, a nagging question lingered in the back of my mind. Who would control these far-flung planets when we first step foot on them? It is a question that has only grown more pressing as we've made significant strides in unlocking the vast resources within our spatial neighborhood. When NASA's Voyager 1 traveled more than 6 billion kilometers after 30 years, looked back and took a photo of Earth, the motivation to expand ourselves in the universe was strengthened. We were drawn by the seemingly endless possibilities and resources that there would be, exemplified by even our neighboring planets. For example, let's take a look at Mars. The Perseverance rover and other recent missions have expanded our understanding of the red planet and its potential for supporting humans. Studies indicate that Mars's subsurface likely contains extensive reserves of water ice, a critical resource for sustaining life and even producing rocket propellant. The Martian atmosphere, rich in carbon dioxide, could be processed to generate oxygen. And perhaps the most alluring of all, the planet's geology, for example in volcanic dikes, suggests the presence of rare minerals and elements highly sought after on Earth, presenting an opportunity for resource extraction. Looking beyond Mars, our moon also offers exciting prospects, especially regarding helium-3. This rare isotope, scarce on Earth but relatively abundant on the Moon, holds promise as a fuel for nuclear fission reactors. Helium-3 fusion could potentially provide a clean, nearly radiation-free energy source, producing significantly less radioactive waste than traditional nuclear fission methods. It could power long-duration space missions, enabling deeper exploration for our solar system and even beyond. In fact, it is so powerful that some scientists estimate that the Moon's helium-3 reserves could meet Earth's energy demands for thousands of years. It is no doubt that the prospect of accessing and controlling these extraterrestrial resources is extremely appealing to both nations and private corporations. However, the legal framework governing space exploration and resource extraction is complex and in many ways outdated. The cornerstone of space governance is the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, which was signed by a total of 114 countries. This landmark agreement declares space as the province of all mankind and prohibits national ownership of celestial bodies. Yet, more recent legislation, such as the U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act of 2015, has muddied the waters by allowing private companies to own resources that they extract from space. This has led to criticism from scholars who argue that such laws may violate the spirit of the Outer Space Treaty. As the modern space race intensifies, several proposals have emerged to address this complex issue. One concept gaining traction is space nationalism, or the early bird gets the worm approach. This idea suggests that countries should be able to stake territorial claims on planets, moons, and asteroids, much like they do on Earth. Supporters argue that this will provide a clear framework for resource extraction and management, while ensuring national security interests are protected, both on space and our planet. However, much like the Space Act of 2015 by the United States, this notion faces strong opposition from those who believe that it violates the principle of the Outer Space Treaty. Critics argue that space would remain the province of all mankind, and that territorial claims would hinder international cooperation and peaceful exploration of the cosmos. On the other hand, an alternative proposal is the concept of space internationalism. This approach calls for the creation of a new global governing body, akin to the United Nations for space, that would oversee and regulate all activities beyond our planet. Such an organization could establish an international framework for resource extraction, scientific research, and even space tourism. The goal would be to ensure equitable access and prevent a space race between competing nations or corporations. Supporters of this model point to successful examples of international cooperation, such as the ISS, the International Space Station, as evidence that a collaborative approach can indeed work. They argued that space-based UN would help prevent conflicts and promote sustainable development of the final frontier. However, I believe that ultimately we have to find a middle ground. That is, these space achievements should become humanity's collective endeavors. Regardless of a country's size or capabilities, all should have the opportunity to shine and participate in this grand adventure. For example, countries with advanced space technology should contribute their expertise and resources, while those lacking in technical capabilities could provide financial support or other forms of assistance. By pooling our collective knowledge, resources, and efforts, we can accomplish goals that might seem impossible for any single nation or organization. As we stand on the edge of a new era in space exploration and colonization, it is crucial that we carefully consider the legal and practical implications of our actions. The decisions we make today will in fact shape the future of humanity's presence in space for generations to come. This path forward will require balancing national interests with the greater good of humanity, fostering international cooperation, while encouraging innovation and competition, ensuring that the benefits of space exploration are shared across the globe. As we continue to push the boundaries of human achievement, let us remember that space truly is the province of all mankind. Our journey to the stars should be one that unites us, inspires us, and propels our species towards a brighter and more interconnected future. Let us eventually find our own Kepler in space. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of space colonization and governance. You've been listening to the Space Colonization Podcast. Until next time, keep looking up and dreaming big.